This is every movie that's actually worth watching that came out in 2025. I'm going to sort by Letterboxd star ratings, starting at 3.5 stars, working all the way up from there. I think anything 3.5 stars and above is definitely worth watching. We're going to go through them all and then rank them all 1 through however many we have. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to me here on YouTube. Thanks so much. Here are all of my 3.5 star films. I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not. That's a documentary. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Song Sung Blue, The Long Walk, Eternity, F1, Materialists, Mountainhead, Until Dawn, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Trey, you have some interesting movies in here. First of all, I know for a fact that Until Dawn and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You being in the same category, I should probably be embarrassed. Let's create a list. You would think for being locked in on Letterboxd, I would know how to use it. Rating, here we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, we start our ranking 1 to 10. We're gonna rank our 10 3.5 star films. I would say, if I had any respect for myself, If I Had Legs is gonna be up top. I really liked Avatar, Fire and Ash. I love the Avatar movies. I was a little bit let down by this one. We had avatars doing ketamine. That's like one of my favorite scenes this year. So we're gonna go number 2, Avatar, Fire and Ash. I really liked The Long Walk. So we're gonna bump that up. I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not is a really interesting documentary. If you're at all interested in the entertainment business or even Chevy Chase or like his movies, this is a great look into his persona. Everybody knows that he's known as an asshole. This is a good way to see why. Eternity was cute. I didn't love it. F1, 3.5 stars was a stretch for me. Materialist, also 3.5 stars was a stretch for me. So we're gonna move those down. Mountainhead, I really liked. It left a little bit to be desired, but as a huge Succession fan, I think if you like Succession at all, the Mountainhead is a must watch. This feels right. Okay, so 3.5 stars we had If I Had Legs, Avatar, Long Walk, I'm Chevy Chase, Song Sung Blue, Mountainhead, Eternity, F1, Until Dawn, Materialist. Okay. Let's move on to our 4 stars. Zootopia 2, Wake Up Dead Man, A House of Dynamite, Cover Up, Weapons, Superman, Sentimental Value, It Was Just an Accident, Die My Love, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Sinners, Warfare, Black Bag, and The Perfect Neighbor. Okay, let's take a look. So we got 14 movies here. We got to rank above all of our 3.5 stars. I don't think any of the 3.5 stars would be above any of these. I think I nailed it with my Letterboxd ratings. So, what's my favorite 4-star movie of this year? Looking at this list, Sinners is definitely up there. Wake Up Dead Man is definitely up there. Zootopia is not. House of Dynamite is not. Weapons is probably not. Superman's not. Sentimental Value is mid-tier. Cover Up is probably not. I liked Cover Up. It's a documentary about a guy that exposes a lot of US government conspiracies. I really recommend it. It's on Netflix, but we're going to put that down a little bit lower because I do want to feature narrative films. It Was an Accident is definitely up here. That could for sure be my number 1 4-star. Warfare, wow. Not a fun time, but one of the most well-made movies this year, that's for sure. Hurry Up Tomorrow. That is my big pick. I mean, let's quick see. What does Hurry Up Tomorrow have on Rotten Tomatoes? 14. 4 stars, baby. Trey Edward Schultz's Hurry Up Tomorrow is definitely worth seeing. I don't care what anybody else says. This is a great movie. Is it one of the top 4-star movies this year? No. But any Trey Edward Schultz movie is better than 90% of the stuff we get today. But we're going to put it down here. Black Bag, that is going to be up a bit. Perfect Neighbor is probably better than Cover Up. It might win the Oscar. And I actually wouldn't be mad if it won the Oscar. Perfect Neighbor, it talks about stand your ground gun laws within the US, and it really does a really cool thing where it uses only body cam footage for the entire documentary. I like this. I like this. I like that. So Die My Love, I actually think I want to move Die My Love up a bit. I think Die My Love is above Superman. Really underrated movie. Not enough people watched it. It's about postpartum depression. That might be why. But it's really worth watching. Jennifer Lawrence, I think this is like one of her better performances ever. Maybe her best performance ever, better than Silver Linings. I feel good about this. So for my 4 stars, I have Sinners, It Was Just an Accident, Wake Up Dead Man, Sentimental Value, Black Bag, Zootopia 2, Weapons, Warfare, Die My Love, House of Dynamite, Superman, Perfect Neighbor, Cover Up, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Superman should be above House of Dynamite. I love Superman. I generally don't like superhero movies. Superman rocked. I love David Cornsweet. Do I love James Gunn movies? Normally, no. Did I like this one? Probably as much as you can like a James Gunn movie. Yeah. Those are our 4-star films. Let's move on. These are all of my 4.5-star films of 2025. These are my favorite movies of the year. We did not have any 5-star movies this year, but I genuinely love all of these 4.5-star films. And there's a couple in there that I'm not going to forget for a long time. I do feel like sometimes to become a 5-star movie for me, it needs a little bit of time. I need to come back to it like a couple of times and see if it actually is in that upper pantheon of 5-star films. I don't have a ton of them, so I want to make sure it actually earns its spot. So all of these are 4.5-star films. I could see 2 or 3 of these becoming 5-star films. Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, No Other Choice, Hamnet, Begonia, Resurrection, Eddington, Sorry Baby, Train Dreams, Predators, Apocalypse in the Tropics. Okay, so those are all my 4.5-star films. Let's rank them right now, just how it came out. Okay, first of all, I want to keep the documentaries down low. I do appreciate documentaries so much, but when I think of best movies of the year, I think of narrative. Just me. Personal preference, how I'm going to do it. I had 2 documentaries this year, 4.5 stars. It is Predators, which is a film about To Catch a Predator. Scott Hansen, anybody? I was a huge fan of To Catch a Predator. So to watch Predators and look at that show in a much different way, I can't deny it really made me question what I thought about that show and question my own morality and how I felt about how they were treating people and how Scott Hansen was going about doing these things. Really challenging documentary because it is about child predators, but it forces you to question your own morality and ethics. And the ending of Predators is like one of the best documentary endings I've ever seen. I don't want to give anything away, but it's excellent. Apocalypse in the Tropics is just a really, really scary documentary about the political situation in Brazil and Bolsonaro and Trump. And if you don't know about that, you should watch this documentary. So I'm going to actually keep Predators at 10, Apocalypse in the Tropics at 11. I might move these down for some of these. I know I put them at 4.5 stars, but I might put them down for a couple of these right here. Like I could see Sinners, and actually, you know what? Right away, we're gonna put Sinners above Apocalypse. We're gonna put these 2 above Apocalypse in the Tropics, just because I really love those films. And okay, that feels right. I will put Sinners above Predators. I'll put It Was Just an Accident above Predators. But I think that's right. Predators, Wake Up Dead Man. As far as other movies I really loved this year, I would say Hamnet is totally up there. It's kind of stupid that this is now like the villain of the Oscars. It's just a really great movie that truly moved me to another level. And I was in a puddle at the end of this film. I had a TikTok about how my theater was silent for the first 5 minutes after the movie ended as the credits were rolling. Then eventually somebody stood up and started clapping. A weird, crazy experience that I've never experienced before. So Hamnet's definitely, I would say, top 3. Marty might be top 5. One Battle is top 5, 6, I would say. Begonia is for sure up here. No Other Choice is for sure up here. Resurrection is probably lower. Eddington for a long time was my favorite movie of the year, so it's definitely top 5. Sorry Baby, I would say, is lower end for 4.5 stars. I really liked Sorry Baby. If you haven't seen Ava Victor, which is really cool, she comes from social media and got the green light from A24 to make this deeply felt but also deeply funny movie about a tragic situation, and brings light and hope to those that have to go through those types of things. A really uplifting movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely seek that one out. Train Dreams might be my number 1 movie of the year. It is very much in the same vein of Terrence Malick films, which speaks to my soul, but I feel like people just wrote it off as a Terrence Malick wannabe. No, it is influenced by Terrence Malick, but it's definitely not the same thing. It definitely makes its own choices, and those that are saying that it's just a ripoff of Terrence haven't seen all of Terry's movies. So Train Dreams seeped into my soul. That was another one where I was in a puddle at the end of the film. It truly affected me and my partner. I would say that's probably going to be 1 or 2. No Other Choice is like one of the funniest movies this year by Park Chan-wook. I think that not enough people have seen it. It sucks that the Oscars just doesn't want to award Park Chan-wook for any of his films, even though it's so obvious that he is one of the best living directors today. It's definitely up here. Begonia is my favorite Yorgos with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. Crazy that Jesse didn't get nominated. And also shout out Stavi. Stavi was hilarious. I think Begonia is definitely top 5. Eddington's top 5. I think I feel good about Marty being just outside. I think I actually want to move One Battle just above Marty. I liked One Battle a ton. I was let down a little bit just because so many people said it's the best movie of 2025. And I kind of knew that going into the film. It influenced me a little bit, which kind of sucks. But after seeing it twice more after that, it's still a 4.5-star movie. It's top 6, 7 for sure. I liked it a bit more than Marty Supreme. I prefer Uncut Gems to Marty Supreme, but the energy that Safdie is able to bring to all of his films, and also Timothy working perfectly with that same energy as Josh Safdie, I think it's a good spot in number 7. Okay, number 8, I have Resurrection. I kind of like this spot. This is Bygones. Epic. If you're not a fan of art house movies, don't watch this film. If you are a fan of art house movies, this film was literally made for you. This is the most existential film that I probably saw this year. It asks a ton of big questions, and the ending one take that it goes on is like something I'll never forget that I saw in theaters. At times it does meander a bit in the middle, but the way that this thing finishes and the humongous ideas and the big swing that Bygone takes with this, I can only recommend it. But again, if you don't like art house movies, do not watch this film. You would hate me if you watch this film. Okay, so let's go back to the top here. I feel good about Begonia at number 4. I think I want to move Train Dreams to number 1. I've seen No Other Choice twice in theaters. I saw it 2 times in the same weekend. I've seen Hamnet just once because it destroyed me, but I really want to go see it again. I'm going to put No Other Choice above Hamnet. If you haven't seen No Other Choice, it's Park's best. And he did Old Boy. He did Handmaiden. It's my favorite movie of his, and it has like by far the funniest scene of 2025. All the performances are great. I think I love it at number 2 there. Okay, I feel good about this. Okay, we did it. Here is every film from 2025 that is worth watching ranked. Number 1, Train Dreams. Number 2, No Other Choice. 3, Hamnet. 4, Begonia. 5, Eddington. 6, One Battle. 7, Marty Supreme. 8, Resurrection. 9, Sorry Baby. 10, Sinners. 11, It Was Just an Accident. 12, Predators. 13, Wake Up Dead Man. 14, Apocalypse in the Tropics. 15, Sentimental Value. 16, Black Bag. 17, Zootopia 2. 18, Weapons. 19, Warfare. 20, Die My Love. 21, Superman. 22, A House of Dynamite. 23, The Perfect Neighbor. 24, Cover Up. 25, Hurry Up Tomorrow. 26, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. 27, Avatar Fire and Ash. 28, The Long Walk. 29, I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not. 30, Song Sung Blue. 31, Mountainhead. 32, Eternity. 33, F1. 34, Until Dawn. 35, Materialists. We have 35 movies worth watching in 2025. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. Follow me on here. Follow me on TikTok. I'm going to be doing a lot more movie content on here, trying to push it forward. So please, please, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. I love you.
人身上丢失了什么东西，永远也找不回来。